What's up, my beautiful people? Thank you for tuning into the War Room. This is your fight goddess, Chris Baldwin, and I am back in the War Room today with my very dear friend, Mr. Douglas Betts. He is the founder of the Black Coffee Professionals Networking Group, and we are launching a virtual kickoff meeting on April 17th. So, look, Doug, I want to welcome you to the War Room. Brother, tell everybody who you are. What is the Black Coffee Professionals? Because you know a lot of folks think that this is just about coffee, right? But it's not. So, fill us in.
Well, Chris, I want to thank you very much for having me on the show and on the program. I want to thank everybody who's listening in today. Just a little background on myself. I'm Doug Betts. I am a financial representative with a great company called Legacy Insurance and Financial Services. We are one of a few minority-owned agencies in the country, and I'm very proud to work with these brothers and sisters and everything. I had the privilege of being with them for a few months now, but I have a 20-year experience in the insurance and financial service field. So years ago, right before COVID, I founded this group of Black Coffee Professionals with the sole purpose of trying to promote and grow the Black business community and Black businesses throughout the country. Somewhere around the time of COVID, when we had the pandemic shutdown, we kind of had to slow down and we kind of shut down operations. But I have a strong sense of urgency to restart and refocus myself and other like-minded individuals with a sole purpose in mind of supporting Black businesses, especially during this time when we see what's going on with this present administration.
Absolutely.
There is a war on Black entrepreneurship.
Yes.
There is a war on Black success.
Yes.
And if we look from a historical record, going back to the 1920s, we had a strong Black community with very successful Black businessmen, entrepreneurs, and businesses. Everybody knows about Black Wall Street.
Right.
What a lot of people understand that there are several Black Wall Streets throughout the country that all got just decimated and destroyed through white supremacy and Klan activity and what have you, just jealousy. So we have that history behind us. We can build the Black community and build financial success within the Black community by supporting Black businesses. It's been done before, and we can do it again. And so that's my hope and goal and desire. There's a video clip I watched years ago from Dr. Claude Anderson, and I'm going to wrap it up and keep it brief, where he says, in the Jewish community, that dollar circulates 18 times before it leaves that community.
Wow.
Yeah, in the Asian community, that dollar circulates 15 times within the Asian community before it leaves and goes elsewhere. In the Black community, that dollar circulates one time, and then it's spent out.
Oh my God.
We do not spend our money with each other.
That is terrible.
And if you go, we live here in Southern California, and now you travel the road. I'm in San Diego County. I'm here in San Diego County. You go the road to like in Los Angeles, you have a Vietnamese town. You have a
Koreatown, right?
Koreatown, a Little Italy. There's the Black town is they call it the ghetto. And we do have some successful Black businesses, but we don't have the level of success that we can have. And if you look at just from sheer numbers, we are the 15th largest GDP globally. We are our own nation.
Yes.
Okay. We spend like $8 trillion a year in the Black community. African Americans, Black people in this country have a lot of money that we spend.
Mm-hmm.
What we don't do is we don't build. We don't spend it on each other.
Hey, so we don't say
what the goal is. No, we don't do that.
Right.
That's another thing we want to talk about with Legacy Financial Insurance and Financial Services. We don't say. So what we're hoping to do is the goal in mind is to retrain our thinking and retrain our buying habits and spending and repurpose ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Just give an example. And when we travel, go on vacation, how often do we think about staying at a Black-owned Airbnb or Black-owned restaurant, resort, or a Black-owned hotel. There are out there. When we go out to eat or shopping online with a Black-owned merchant, we just spend our money wherever. Oftentimes it's not with ourselves.
Right.
So this is something that we want to address. And this is something that is the goal of the group. And I'm inviting every Black business owner, entrepreneur, if you're a merchant, you have an online shop, brick and mortar, whatever, become a participant of our network, as well as people who are interested in supporting Black businesses. You want to find out where to find them. We want to provide that information as well.
Absolutely.
So that's the purpose of our group. And I'm hoping that April 17th, that we have members and people that sign up and join and participate in our kickoff meeting. I'm very excited about it.
Now, how can folks reach out to you directly to join the Facebook group?
Okay, so I'm at Douglas Betts. That's easy to find, Doug Betts. You can also reach me. Call me 619-554-2492. If you have a Facebook page, reach out to me there. I need to work on my Instagram. But also, Chris,
we both need to.
Give them some of your contact information as well.
Absolutely.
And so this between myself and Chris, and also we have one other member, Callie Kellup. He's KALIKELLUP. He's another administrator of the group. We're all on Facebook. Reach out to us, and we will more than welcome you to be a participant in our network.
Absolutely. So I can be reached on through the Black Coffee Professional Networking Group on Facebook, but I'm more on Bluesky than anywhere else. So you guys can always find me on Bluesky at Fight Goddess One. No, on Bluesky I'm Fight Goddess. On Instagram I'm Fight Goddess One. So I love this idea of building what we need to see in our community, because I've been doing that for quite some time. Like I'm really trying to build networks, collaborate with folks. I love collaborating. That's why we're inviting the founder from buyblack.com onto the show, because he's
Buyback.org.
Is it .org?
Yeah,
okay.
.org, yeah.
Buyblack.org. He says there's a listing of 55,000 Black-owned businesses, which is amazing, right?
Wow.
So we would love to support that platform any way that we can and do some cross promotion. So if you are in any type of business that you are trying to get off the ground, or you've been at this for a long time, hit us up. We are small business specialists. We will help guide you through, all the ups and downs, and try to help you navigate this, especially the world that we're living in now, because it's hairy, scary out here. I call it hairy, scary, right?
Yes, crazy.
Right. And I know business owners who have like opened up brick and mortars in this economy, which is like, that's taken a huge leap of faith. But those are the people that we need to support. I also read an article that said the Black church circulates or receives about $4 billion yearly out
I
of the
don't doubt it.
community, right?
I don't doubt it.
I think that with that money, we should be building something uh,
Oh,
in
definitely.
right in an economic, like creating an economic model so that
Definitely.
we can all thrive, kind of like what the Bitcoin boys did to circumvent the financial system, right?
Listen, Chris,
They created their own shit.
we should have our own shopping malls. We should have our
Right,
own
right.
shopping centers. We should have our own distribution companies. We should have our own communication networks,
Schools, banks,
banks,
clinics,
our own banks, clinics, hospitals. We should have
right.
our own everything. But
Everything.
we spend the most money of any group, and globally, we spend the most money, and we have the least to show for it.
Mm.
And in my world, in your world, no, as well, speaking of just of our own practices, financial services, we see that savings, investments, and life insurance is so very well underutilized.
Mm-hmm.
Things that build generational wealth,
Right.
life insurance, which is not expensive. You can build generational wealth with life insurance for
Mm-hmm.
your family. But we're so short-sighted when it comes to this because we have not been educated to understand how these things work. So that, we go out, we buy nice cars, we buy nice clothes. I don't knock that. Get a nice house, don't knock that either. But then when we pass on, what do we have to pass on to our children and our grandchildren? Other than debt, maybe. And so this is the thing that we have to, again, talk about re-educating ourselves, retraining ourselves. Whether remember, we are only maybe 60 years out of Jim Crow,
Mm-hmm.
as sharecroppers, and we weren't educated on the financial institutions like banking and finance and insurance and investments. We're just now understanding what those things are. But I will say this: if we go back to our ancestors, and I talk about Black Wall Street, they knew the first black bank was started in the 1920s, over 100 years ago. So they understood the value of a dollar. So we have to re-educate ourselves and re-understand the value of a dollar and the powers behind it, so that we can have something to leave to our kids, and not just leave them going backwards economically.
So are you going to be, what kind of conversation are we going to be having on the virtual kickoff for the BCP?
So I'm very excited about this. We're going to have the president of buyblack.org. He's going to talk to us and give us a little bit more detail, insight to his platform and how it can service the Black community. We have our very own Callie Keller, who's going to talk about life insurance trusts and how to build Black wealth within the community. I strongly recommend everybody pay attention to that.
Right,
that,
right.
that, that, that,
So,
that
so
lecture.
you're saying using estates, right? Creating trust for
Without
your,
giving too much of it away, life insurance is the key fundamental piece to building wealth, because it doesn't require a lot of money, a lot of
yeah,
investment. You think that I need hundreds of thousands of dollars to build wealth. You don't.
right,
If you imagine buying, so if you bought a $1 million policy, and for a 30, 40-year-old male or female, you're talking about maybe less than a couple $100 a month. And you pass off that away to your family. Now they can do things that you couldn't dream of.
right.
I'll give you a perfect example. There's a white guy, a young white dude, who I worked with at another company, and this guy had like a $400,000 house, and I knew with his salary, there's no way he could afford that house. It was in a very nice neighborhood in Connecticut. So I asked him, how did you get this house? His grandfather bought a life insurance policy on himself for him when he was born. When his grandfather passed away, he left
Wow,
his
yeah.
kid $500,000. You imagine what he was able to do? And so he bought the house. He has a house paid off at age 26, mortgage free. So he has now money freed up that he's not paying for on a mortgage to do so many other things.
And it was tax free.
Tax free. Yes,
It
it's
was
just
tax free.
tax free money. Okay, there's no other investment that you can, not your 401k, not
Right.
your IRA, not your pension. There's nothing that is out there that's tax free. And so this is something that the Black people have not utilized, other groups use. So I don't want to get too much into it because I want
Right,
to
right,
leave
right.
that
Yeah,
for
we'll save it for
yeah.
the kickoff. Save it
We
for
also have one other gentleman, Ken Sutton. He's a high-powered brother, very big in the AI and software industry.
Oh, I love it.
He's going to speak about how AI can help your business. So if you are a merchant, you have any product that you sell or service, he's going to explain to how AI can direct your client base, and direct your sales messages, so it can reduce the amount of running around you're doing trying to collect
Mm-hmm.
businesses
Mm-hmm.
and customers, making AI work for you to help your business. That's me a very high powered
Right.
interview and lecture there. So I want everybody, if you are selling a product or service, if you have a business that you're on, your revenue is based upon moving merchandise or selling a service, you need to be a part of that lecture and hear that lecture. So
Absolutely.
yeah, exactly. So I'm inviting everybody to, strongly encouraging you to participate in this. Every month, we are going to have new and valuable information to share. every month.
That's
So,
fantastic.
and then if you do, as you network, we're going to participate. We're going to endorse and promote your business as well. So
Right.
it's not the speakers, but everybody who participates, all business people, we're going to promote your business. All black owned business, we're going to promote your business. That's the idea and goal of our network.
Right on. I love that. Is there okay, so I know you mentioned that you're on Facebook. One more time, tell folks where they can find you, give us the website, give us your IG and your phone number.
Okay, Doug Betts, on Facebook. My phone number is 619-554-2492, 619-554-292, 619-554-2492. Repeat that again. And you can reach me on email at dougbenefits65 at gmail.com. That's DOUGBEN as in November, EFITS 65 at gmail.com.
Yeah,
So
we'll
please,
make sure we put that up so folks can link to it.
absolutely,
But
absolutely. And
eh,
then finally, I'm promoting the services we offer because I am very passionate about wealth building in the community. So Legacy Insurance and Financial Services, that's the company I work for. The agency I work for is minority owned. I'm extremely proud to say
absolutely.
that because there's not too many of that around. And
Absolutely.
I'm with a bunch of very positive and powerful brothers and sisters.
Yes.
So yeah, and so our services are needed by everybody. Not always used, but it's definitely needed by everybody. So yeah, please take advantage of us.
That's right. You guys check out Doug Betts at where are you?
Doug
On
Benefit,
IG? Oh,
yeah,
Doug Benefits. But I
benefits
thought you had an
5 at
IG. No,
gmail.com. I don't have an IG. You know what? I
not
need it
yet.
because
All
I'm
right, we
old.
got to get you. We got to get you
I
an
need an
IG.
IG. But you can find me on Facebook.
All
And
right,
then if
find him on
you
Facebook at Douglas Betts.
yeah,
Right on.
Black Panther is a private group. We know we're exclusive to the Black community.
Yeah,
To be a little selfish because we need to take care of ourselves.
absolutely.
So if you reach out to me, I definitely are going to send you an invite to our network because we want to grow it. We just relaunched it and it's growing every week, every day. We're having new members sign up and join. So yeah, thank you for that.
Right on. Love that. Well, look, folks, that is all we have for you today. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I am your fight goddess, Chris Baldwin, and you can find me on Blue Sky at Fight Goddess. And on Instagram, I'm still there at Fight Goddess One. I'm really trying to stay. I'm an admin on Facebook, but I hate Facebook. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna get over there today and post up in our group and
Mhm.
introduce myself. And I want you guys to join us on Facebook at the. So just hit Douglas up, and he'll get you an invite. In the meantime, folks, that is all we have for you today. Peace, love, and power to the people. Boom.